I want to talk real quick about your press conference. And I know you're a results guy. You don't win in a press conference. You did win in that one in terms of in our eyes.
This team's going to be built on we're going to kick you in the teeth, all right? And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off, all right? And we're going to stand up. And then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down, all right? And on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap.
When you come off the podium, though, on that press conference, were you like, that was awesome, I nailed that? Because your energy is what captured everyone. I know that the kneecaps was hilarious, but it was the energy. And I love seeing that because every press conference feels the same, except that one was different. So did you know you were going to talk like that when you went up there, or is that just Dan Campbell got let out?
No, look, I would say this. I've always been, from the time that literally I was in high school, call it junior, senior, and then as I grew into, whatever you want to call it, an A&M, a leader at some point, and then into the league, I did what I did. And then I would have these things that, these times where the heat on the back of your neck, starts to go off, and you start to have this feeling of, man, you need to say something, and when you start saying something, you just go, and the rest will take care of itself. And so I've always been that way. I'm not real good about, man, I need to write this down. I need to write it down. Let me get my bullet points. Let me read off this sheet. I don't do well with that, because I'm big in speaking what's on your mind and what's from your heart. And that's the way I've always been. So to your point, no, I wanted to be me. And that was what came to my mind and what I felt. And I'd been thinking that the whole time as to what I wanted us to look like. And so when I got up there, it was just me, man.
I love it. And that authenticity, I think people will joke about it, but that has to translate to players, because players want to play for a guy who's authentic. They want to play for a person who's not going to bullshit them. So in a backwards way, I think that it got exactly what you wanted across, probably to your team as well.
Well, that was kind of the point. And look, it was my first chance to talk to my team without them being there. That would be the first opportunity. And not only that, but our fans. And I wanted them to know who I was. And you're right. You take the chance when you do that you put yourself out there. And yeah, you could go out there, you could fail, you could be embarrassed, but you know what? When you got something to say and you believe in what you're going to say, to hell with everybody else. It is what it is. You know who you're directing it to and who you want to buy in. And that's just what I believe, man. It's me. And to your point, I want people to understand that when I say something, it is because I believe it. And I don't, not that it doesn't happen, but I don't want to read off of stuff. I've got to have this laid out, and I'm a proper speaker, and there's a time and place for it, and it's good to have, but it's just not me. It's hard for me to do, man.
So does that mean that you do want your players to actually literally bite kneecaps of their opponents?
Well, it depends. I mean, it just no.
I was like, okay, go on. Tell me the time. Yeah.
By the way, Eric, you being the PFT.
Yep.
Commenter, you would know this well, but you'd be shocked how many things that I've sent from friends have sent me of comments that were made of like, that's a 15-yard penalty. I mean, this is ridiculous. Everyone on his team, they're all going to get kicked out of the game. I mean, this guy, and I'm like, please, believe me, I know we can't bite kneecaps. I swear to you. I understand that's not in the rule book. I get it. So,
But if no one's looking, it's only a penalty if you get caught.
Right.
Well, and that, to a good point, when you're on the bottom of the pile, nobody knows what's going on down there.
Yes. Yes.